It's showing that it's still initializing. I think I'm live now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bull City Hangout. What is today? 4/2, second day of April already. Hello, I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, this Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. Join me on camera. Say hello. Oh, let me put the link. If you want to join me on camera, you can definitely do so. I would welcome that. But you can only get to the link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. And William M. Andrews is here saying, "Good afternoon, Durham," from NCCU, which you must know is North Carolina Central University, our local HBCU. Dave is here. Dave is saying, "Hello, my wonderful YouTube friends." And of course, the obligatory fist bump. And William, this is his best phrase ever. And he's saying, "Whoa, I clicked on, the comments are coming fast and furious." So David's saying, "Looking sharp, Miss Pitty Pat." Oh, I just washed my hair, so I have to wear this little hat. And yeah, it's still wet. So doing my best, but thank you. And of course, William's famous phrase, "It's a beautiful day in the Bull City," and it is indeed. So let's see. What I'm going to do now is to go to the word page, the government and nonprofit information page. In fact, let me first put on my specs so I could see the page. Then I'll move my keyboard out of the way. All righty. So you can already tell this is still a work in progress. It's only the second day of April, and it's like production week. So you're going to see a lot of March stuff still, making the transition from March into April. It's a live document. It's not like I just output in one day a new document. It remains live at durhamskywriter.com, and I make the changes on the fly. So you'll notice changes happening throughout the day and the weekend. So let me get started though. So I'm going to the word page, the government and nonprofit information page, lots of programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, and of course, local government, city, county, and state. So let's see what's going on here. Now, today is Thursday, isn't right? Yes. So the libraries are all open until 6. And then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. And one thing I learned about, I was delivering some flyers to DSS, social services. So finding a parking space, for me, I thought it was daunting because, they used to have the big parking lot, and then they built that big Maison building right there, taking up the space of the parking lot. I'm like, oh my God, where do people park? So what you're supposed to do is to park in the Queen Street parking deck. And I just also found out, because let me tell you what happened. So when you park in this parking garage, you go about your business, you go to the clinic, you're talking to the medical staff or social services, they're both in the same building, 414 East Main Street. So you park in the garage, you enter on Queen Street, you turn right off the main. And that first turn off, go right in there, park, get your ticket, and you get your ticket validated. They don't necessarily tell you, or at least I had to ask. But yeah, be sure when you go back down to the first floor, if you did take the elevator for your appointment, then you go to this room, which is next to the elevator, and they will validate your ticket, which means you don't have to pay for parking. I was complaining when they took over the parking lot for this building. I was like, how are poor folks supposed to pay for parking every time they go to the doctor and whatnot? Well, they took care of it. As I used to say, well, slap my face. So I was very happy to find out that your ticket will be validated and you don't have to pay for parking. Now, when I went to get my ticket validated, The office was locked because the security guy, when I asked him about it, he said, first Wednesday, they close at noon. I was like, that's weird. But I learned something because he told me to go to the library, which is just a block away, the main library, 300 North Roxborough. He said, just go to the library and they'll validate your ticket. And I was like, okay. So I walked over there and they said, sure, no worries. They validated my ticket, which led me to realize that when that parking lot is full at the main library, as you know, the main library has been totally rebuilt. It's fabulous. It's unbelievable. They've got stuff in there you just wouldn't believe. If you haven't gone in there, you need to check it out. It's incredible. But the parking lot's the same size, if not a little smaller. So what you do when the parking lot's full, again, you go to the parking deck on Queen Street, and they'll validate your ticket. Free parking. I learned, it's good just to, you know what, I love to learn stuff. And so Dave says, squeaky wheel gets the grease. Great job. You know what? It's not so much being a squeaky wheel. It's just sometimes being wrong, making assumptions, and just learning what's right. I don't mind being corrected at all because it benefits all. Oh, speaking of benefits, let me big shout out to Meals on Wheels. I did a ride along. Wait a minute. There you go. I did a ride along a couple of weeks ago. I'll be writing a cover story, concentrating on Meals on Wheels. Of course, I haven't finished my interviews yet, so I'll be doing that soon, hopefully, and finish up the story. I might end up working on it when I'm in Chicago. But anyway, yeah, let's get started though. Let me continue. I've already been started, but let me continue. Nice, and people are probably it's on more walks. Let me remind you that the book harvest is at 2501 University Drive. That's right where Highway 15501 starts, that little shopping mall right in there. So they have a book harvest family space, so you can take your little kids there and they can play with the puppets, and they have the magnet wall so they can spell little words and whatnot. So book harvest, they're all about literacy. They're all about helping you help your kid learn how to read or kids learn how to read because reading is so important. They said that, I can't tell you who they are. I heard, that many people who are in prison, is it 70% or so are what you might call functionally illiterate? Like they might be able to read some, but the reading skills aren't good enough to really function well in society, or at least to the best of their abilities. So literacy is so important. It's a lot more important than just doing well in school. It's doing well in life, because if you can't fill out the applications, if you can't, and what really confuses and sometimes frustrates older people like me, I'm used to the online situation, but a lot of older people like myself, and of course older, it's even more frustrating for them if they haven't had a proper introduction to computers. Following directions online can be very confusing. Of course, the kids, they're almost like born on the internet, and it's no big deal to them, but you do have to know how to read and follow directions, etc. Hey, Scopy's here. Oh, Scopy B here. All right now. Scopy B here for real. And Davidson sounds like a yummy ride. Indeed. So Scopy, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know if you made it to the community dinner this week. I ended up not going. I thought I was going, but I was invited to dinner elsewhere and took them up on it. So I didn't go, but I hope you went and had a good time if you had the opportunity. All righty, let's see what else is going on in the world. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out about Book Harvest. So they have literacy coaching, so you can, learn how to help your child learn how to read. Then they have a savings account program where at the very most, through the years, as your child participates, they can earn $500 for college or for school, or it's a college and career savings program. Not everybody goes to college, but yeah, $500 to put in the bank when your kid is 5 years old, and maybe with the insurance rates, if you set it up right, maybe you can have a nice little amount of money there. I know what my mom used to do, because my both my folks had modest salaries. Mom took out, what do you call those things? Savings bonds. And I'm not sure if they work the same way, but I remember when I was a little kid, if you bought for example, let's say $500 savings bond, you paid $250. So the value was half of what you paid. So you can buy a $100 savings bond for $50. So you save it for a certain number of years, and then it achieves its full value. So you're buying $100 savings bill for $50, and then you save it for a number of years, then it's worth $100. That's how my parents paid for our college. Because as soon as we were born, maybe even before we were born, mom had savings bonds taken out of her paycheck. And because we found some after she died, because my little brother, he didn't go to college, and so I guess she was saving for him too. And so we found some money and had some fun with it. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah. So Dave is given. Oh wait. Oh, let me go back. So Scobie did go to the community dinner. Sorry, I missed you. So hopefully the next one. Hopefully the next one. Okay. And Dave, of course, greeting Scobie with a fist bump. And Scopy saying it was good. So I missed, I know it was Easter um, based or flavored spring meal, spring dinner, which I'm assuming hard boiled eggs. Can you have hard boiled eggs for dinner? I guess you can. Ham. Now, when I was a little kid, hot cross buns was the thing. And if I remember correctly, it's like a cinnamon roll, sort of, but there's a cross on it because it's for Easter. It's like an X, or it looks like an X from one vantage point, then it looks like a cross if you look at it, from another vantage point. And I think it's lined with like icing and cinnamon and stuff. Wonderful Easter treat. I don't see them much down here though. Maybe it's a Catholic thing. I did grow up in a Catholic neighborhood, even though I'm not Catholic, but I don't know. Let me continue. Continue. Okay. So that's book harbor. One more thing about book harbor. We have some bookshelves outside. So if you're out walking with your child, and it might be, we might say, ooh, let's pick up a book for you and let's read it together at bedtime. So they have these books for all these different books, English and Spanish, for baby age all the way up through high school. So yeah, you can choose a book or two to take home. And I guess if you take super good care of it, I guess you can return it. I mean, you can keep it, maybe keep it for the next child, or have your child with it every day, because kids love repetition. They really do. Okay, let me continue. Boo, 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 boo. Let's see. Let's check with the Durham Tech Small Business Center, which is downtown. There are no classes being held this week in person. But what I do like to list under Durham Tech are the online classes that are on Zoom. They're live, really great for people wanting to start a business. So I just put them all under Durham Tech, even though it's various and sundry small business centers offering these classes across the state. I'm still scrolling. So much is on this page. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, see? It's not updated yet. Let me check with SCORE. So this week I will be updating from March to April. A lot of things have already been updated, but again, I can't do it all in one day. Let me check with legal aid. Do they have something going on? See, I have all of April under legal aid listed, all of their workshops. So their next workshop will be the criminal record expungement, listen and learn, and that's going to be next Tuesday at 2:30. So I will remind you about that next week. Good to know. Now let me check with SCORE because SCORE, the Service Corps of Retired Executives, they also have free classes and they have mentors. You can get a mentor if you're starting a business. They can help guide you. So I have all of April workshops listed for SCORE. Ooh, they do have something going on. Okay, so this is, in 10 minutes, they're going to have a class online called Simple Steps for Starting Your Business. So that's going to be from 12:30 until 2:30. So if you want to go to that, it's on Zoom. So you might want to sign up for that right now. Another class being held, this one at 1 from 1 until 2, Bookkeeping Essentials every small business owner needs. So got to keep those books, keep them straight. Okay, I think that'll be it for now. I mean, there's lots more on this page, but let me see. Okay, I see a workshop that's next Thursday under the Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center. By the way, if you're looking for if you're looking for a place to work or volunteer, and especially volunteer, the Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center is something that you might not think about. They used to be downtown. Sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind. They're no longer downtown. People don't think about them sometimes, but they're starting to make a comeback in terms of visibility by holding workshops and whatnot. They're actually located off of 15501. Their official address is 3333 Highway 15501, but you won't see it because you have to know where to turn off, and they're off of 15501 but not totally visible. You have to know where they are. So definitely use your GPS because until you've been there, um, because of the GPS leading you there, you're not going to know where to turn. You're just not. So use your GPS. Then once you know, then you know. Okay, let's go to the, actually, let's hop over to the health page. There we go, to your health. Now, it's Thursday, which means I'm going to mention NAMI Durham. NAMI, that stands for the NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness. So on Thursdays, NAMI Durham, the local chapter, they host an online stress and anxiety support group for African Americans that will be from 7 until 8:30, totally online, and what is discussed in the room stays in the room. This is where you get to talk about whatever's bothering you and get some support. You'll know you're not alone in this, whatever it is. You can get some resources so you can deal with it, and then hopefully you'll feel better and you'll be able to deal better. So that's going to be tonight from 7 until 8:30. It's totally live. It's on Zoom. It's free. And someone from NAMI will be there. It's not like just people there just complaining or whatever. I shouldn't say complaining, talking about challenges. Someone will be there offering resources, support, and also helping to guide the conversation on. Okay, let's see if there are any blood drives, because I know I updated those through April. Oh, the American Red Cross. They are at North Carolina Central University's new student center. They're there right now, and we'll be there until 2:30. The official address is 500 Nelson Street. So yes, they will be there. They are there. They will be there until 2:30. If you want to donate blood and save lives, and I want to thank you in advance for that. I actually received a blood donation once. I don't know if it saved my life, but it sure helped me an awful lot. I guess it saved my life. I don't know how bad off I was. I was in the hospital. But yeah, so greatly appreciated for sure. Blood connection blood drives. Let's see if the blood connection is having anything going on today. Let's see. Their next blood drive isn't until next Friday, April 10th, so we won't worry about that. Okay, let's go to the top of the page and go to the health events page and see what's going on. Let's see. Now, I know there's a Parkinson's, let's see. Yeah, the American Dance Festival, they host PWR Moves, Parkinson's Wellness Recovery Session. So that is a free class for people with Parkinson's disease and also their care partners. That's happening today in person from 2 until 3. 721 Broad Street on the second floor. The parking lot is like right there. You don't have to walk too far. And then once you're inside, you take the elevator to the second floor, and then you're there, totally free. Now, if you can't make it today, then tomorrow you can attend easily, more easily, because it's online from 11 until 12:30. The American Dance Festival will host the virtual dance for Parkinson's class. That will be on Zoom tomorrow at 11. You can go to both. There's no rule saying you have to go to either or. You can go to both. All right, let's go to now. Let's go to the senior school page. I'm not done with it. I don't have the program yet. I didn't pick it up because it wasn't available yesterday. I was told to pick up their schedule today. But they did give me a preview sheet, so I have a couple of things listed. So I was able to. I mean, it's a whole jumble. If you look at the Durham Center for Senior Life schedule, you'll see it's just a jumble of dates because I did input uh, the dates that I got from the preview sheet, but I didn't eliminate the old ones just in case. So it's a big jumble of dates. Let me tell you about the Durham Center for Senior Life. It is at 406 Rigsby Avenue. It's a great place to hang out. If you're 55 plus, they have their own parking lot. Could be bigger, but anyway, they have their own parking lot. They have their own theater, workout rooms, computer lab, um, pool table. They play music downstairs. They have bingo, all kinds of great stuff. You'll love it. And then they have a satellite, which is a new story. Their satellite is at JFK Towers. That's their new satellite for activities, 4900 North Roxborough Road. So you might want to check that out. And then there's the independent Little River Senior Center in Bahama, 8305 North Roxborough Road. They have a whole building to themselves, which includes the gym because it used to be a school. So you might want to check them out too. 8305 North Roxborough. All of these places are open during the week, not on weekends, except for very special events. So going back to the Durham Center for Senior Life, let's see what they've got going on today. Because I think there's something going on special. Let's see. I thought there was one thing that I saw. Could have sworn. Let me update this page because I want to make sure I have the very, very latest. Let me go back. I just want to make sure that I have the latest iteration of the Senior Scope page. Let's see. Let me go back. Because I could have sworn that I saw something for April 2nd. I'm not seeing it now. But Monday, very important. If you are a military veteran or someone in your family was a military veteran, and they're retired or whatever, so you can set an appointment Monday between 9 and noon and find out what benefits you might have earned that you forgot about or didn't know about. It's called Durham County Veteran Services. That's Monday from 9 until noon. Give them a quick call. Get in on that. The number is 919-688-8247, extension 103. And then go ahead and, give your name and whatnot and see if you can get in on that. Shop and Grab is back. Now, that's going to be Monday. I'm looking because usually it's Tuesday, but they have a new vendor now. They didn't even have Shop and Grab last month because they're looking for a new vendor. Well, they found one. So Monday From 12:30 until 2:30, you can go and choose some groceries to take home, which is super great. I don't know what this. I don't even know who the new vendor is. Maybe I'll go and find out. Hey, Barb is here, throwing hearts and not throwing hands. That's fighting. Oh, is that applause? Oh, thank you, Barb. Thought she was throwing hands. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's see what else is happening. So I'm going to be updating this because right now I can only tell you about the veteran service from 9 until noon Monday and the shop and grab from 12:30 until 2:30 while supplies last. So you want to get there, right there at 12:30 or right before 12:30 so you can get the best choice of groceries, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, that's going to be it for now. Like I said, I will be updating it. I'm going to go to the center in about a half hour or so and pick up a schedule. I need to remind you, if you are a senior and you do like going to the Durham Center for Senior Life, it's closed tomorrow. Tomorrow's Good Friday. I think everything is closed tomorrow. And some places are going to be closed on Monday. They call it Easter Monday. I guess it's just another sneaky way to get a day off. But people work hard. It's fine. And Dave is giving Barb a fist bump. I love it. I love it. I love that. We are all friends here. Okay, so that's all I can do for you right now with Senior Scope. So right now, let's hop over to the Let's Go page. And let's see what I have so far. With it being April 2nd. Ooh, I think Barb's show is at 1 o'clock too. Oh, I'm going to try to watch the first part of Barb's show and then leave for the senior center. And Barb is saying, thanks for the Good Friday reminder. Yeah, Barb is on YouTube at Barb T USA, and she participates in a live show and they're talking about like computers. I think it's AI. Lately, you've been talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and they're very knowledgeable. And it's really fun to watch them because these are the OGs, the computer, online, and AI OGs. You're watching the real thing when you're watching the show. So it starts at 1 o'clock Eastern time in a half hour. So you might want to check that out. Okay, let's see. Doesn't feel like Thursday, but it is. So for one more half hour, Catholic Charities Durham Community Food Pantry will be open in the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road. So try to get there before 1 o'clock. You'll talk to a social worker. You'll take home a week's worth of groceries. Be sure to let the social worker know if if you can't have dairy or pork, and they'll make a substitution. Now, if you're at home and you're realizing, I've got some rollaway luggage I don't need anymore, take it to Catholic Charities because people stop there who are in need. And very often they don't have cars. They're arriving, they're walking, they're on the bus, they're on bikes, they're trying to carry groceries and all these individual plastic bags, and it's really awkward for them. And when people donate rollaway luggage, I gave I found another rollaway luggage in my other bedroom, and I'm going to donate that one. But my purple one, I donated that one. And what they do, they put the food in there and then roll it home or roll it onto the bus and then take the bus home. It's really, really helpful because you'll be helping folks who really, really need it. It's difficult to ask for help, but Catholic Charities and the others who give away food, they're there to help. So if you could help them help others with your rollaway luggage that you no longer need, yeah, do that. Donate it. They would love it. Oh, thanks, Barb. So Barb is saying it's 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's AI Shortcuts. I need to watch that. You know what? I might have to go to the senior center a little later. I might have to check that one out. because I'm learning how to use AI. I'm starting to get almost kind of good because Barb always emphasizes the quality of the prompt determines the quality of the answer you get. So there you go. Let me continue. Let's see. Oh, it's spring break skate at Wheels Durham. So so they're doing it tomorrow. Let me see. They're doing it tomorrow too? Yeah. Well, tomorrow's part of spring break, even though it's Good Friday. Wonderful. The kids get to roller skate. So Wheels Durham, which is now owned by the city, they're at 715 North Hoover Road. They have two spring break skate sessions. They've been doing it since Monday. It's Monday through Friday this week from noon until 2:30, and then another skate session from 3 until 5:30. Admission for skaters is 13. Skate rentals are 6, 7 for rollerblades. Non-skaters age 18 plus who are just there to watch, they pay $4. Okay. Now, with it being Thursday, that means it's the Taking Back Thursday live concert series at Boxyard RTP, and that's the outdoor venue at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. So today's artist from 5:30 until 7 will be neo soul slash gospel slash R&B singer slash guitarist uh, uh, hmm, AYIA Aya Warren. Hope I said that. Whoa, something fell. Aya Warren. So that's going to be tonight, 5:30 until 7. Totally free, no pressure. Go there, sit, enjoy, have your book, your laptop, or whatever, relax. Enjoy some great music. Have a few bucks on you. You will be surrounded by restaurants. So if you get hungry or thirsty, you might want to make a quick purchase and then run back outside for the music. They have an upstairs and a downstairs. They have, it's a cool setup. If you haven't been to Boxyard, you need to go because it's a very hip place. So that's going to be, again, 5:30 until 7. Now, if you like roller skating and you like cartoon characters, Wheels Durham is back tonight from 6 until 8:30 with Glow Roll with Hello Kitty. So I guess you're going to see Hello Kitty on skates. I've never seen that. So if you don't know, if you're my age and you just don't know who Hello Kitty is, that I remember when Hello Kitty made her debut because I went to Japan in 1981. And I think Hello Kitty was just coming out or just about to come out, or it came out right after that, because I got an introduction to Hello Kitty, I believe, in Japan. But anyway, it's a cute little cartoon character. So from 6 until 8:30, you can skate with Hello Kitty. Admission for skaters is $8, and that includes a glow stick. And you know how the kids love the glow sticks. So you can rent skates if you don't own. And yeah, so it's going to be tonight, 6 until 8:30. Glow Roll with Hello Kitty. If you prefer running, the weekly Fleet Feet Pony Run starts at and returns to Ponysaurus Durham, 219 Hood Street, which is right almost downtown. From 6:15 until 8:30, you can choose whether you feel like running 3 or 5 miles. It's all up to you. You run at your own pace, and it's a free event. Party of One, they're going to have a free line dance class at the W.D. Hill Recreation Center at 1308 Fayetteville Street. That will be from 6:30 until 7:30. Now, I'm not going to announce anything for tomorrow, even though I have a few things listed. I need to go back and see if they're really putting on these events because it occurred to me it's Good Friday. So let me check on that and then I'll definitely let you know. Now, I probably, depending on if things are happening tomorrow, I might not be doing Bull City Hangout because I don't like to tell people about events that aren't happening. So, yeah, let me check on that, and then that'll help me determine whether I'll be doing a show tomorrow. All righty, put my iPad down here and grab my phone, and let's do some weather. It was in the 60s a short while ago, and it is now 79 degrees. I'm loving this so much. It's going up to 83. The sun is out, as you can see. It's going to be sunny all afternoon. Special weather statement. It's probably about the wind. Let me click on that. Yeah, it's very dry, very low relative humidity, gusty winds, very dry fuels, meaning the um, the floor of the forested areas, and we do have quite a few forested areas still here in Durham. That leads to an increased risk of wildfires. So don't be setting any fires. I know some people like to burn things. Sometimes I see garbage cans on fire for whatever reason. So try not to do that because that can set other things on fire and can lead to a disaster. So just be very careful about that. The sun will be out all afternoon. Sunset 7:38. Getting better. Okay. Now tomorrow, so today's high is 83. Let's see what Barb's saying. Sunny weather here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, too. I I see New Mexico on YouTube. It looks like a wondrous place. I hope one day I get to see it. Those I don't even know what you call. I think they call them mesas. Those flat mountain rock formation things, and the I've been watching videos about flash floods that occur when people are. You have to be careful and heed when they warn you about flash floods when you're in those. I don't even know what you call them. I'm from Chicago. I've never seen anything like this. It's like mountains on either side, and then you're walking like through the valleys, I guess, if that's the right word. And the mountains are real slick and they're real beautiful because I guess a long time ago they actually had water there, like lakes and whatnot, and somehow they disappeared. I don't know how. I don't know the history of the Southwest, but it just looks so beautiful. One of these days I want to go. Arroyo. Ooh, a Spanish word. So they're called arroyos. I think arroyo in Spanish is creek, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I am not bilingual. But arroyos. Thank you, Barb. Yeah, I want to see that in person because I love to watch those videos on YouTube. It just looks like a whole nother world. And it's really beautiful. One of these days. One of these days. Okay. I think my friend Blanche saw all that because she used to take her kids when they were little. I think they go on the train rides, and I know they drove through a tree in Northern California. And so I think they got to see. Actually, Blanche's youngest sister lives in New Mexico, so I know she's seen it. That's right. Alex lives in New Mexico. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let me continue. So today's high, 83. Tomorrow's high, 80. Saturday's high, 82. Both Friday and Saturday will be partly sunny. And then on Easter Sunday, the high will be 74. Ooh, 80% chance of rain. You know how people like to wear their new do they still do that? Wear their new outfits and have like um, the Easter hat parade and all that sort. We used to actually stand at our window when we would get home from church and watch uh, the people who were at a later because we went to Presbyterian church, but I lived in a Catholic neighborhood, and sometimes the Catholic folks would get out later, and we'd watch them with their Easter bonnets and their new outfits, and we'd watch them parade down the street on their way home. So anyway, good memories, good memories. Looking ahead to next week, though, 60s, 50s, and then 60, and then back up to 70s late in the week on Friday. So it's still spring. It's not summer just yet. So I think that is it for today's show. Be sure, if you want to learn about AI, to find Barb's YouTube channel. It's simulcast from Barb's YouTube channel to the main host. I forget her name, her channel. But you can watch from, since we all know Barb, let's watch it from Barb's channel, which is Barb TUSA. And Davis, enjoy that weather, buddy. Thank you as always. Thank you, Dave. Fist bump to you. Thank you so much. So with that, that's the end of the show. I hope you have a beautiful day. Enjoy this gorgeous weather wherever you are. And watch Barb's show. I'm about to do that in a few minutes. And as far as Bull City Hangout, actually, I think what I might do, if I do find out that most events are canceled, like I said, the Durham Center for Senior Life totally closed tomorrow, I will not be doing Bull City Hangout tomorrow then, if nothing's really happening. And I'll just take off the whole Easter weekend because, it's Easter. Oh, wait, something else is being celebrated too. And Barbara's saying, thanks for the pitch. Have a great weekend. Indeed, indeed. So wait a minute. It's Passover is today. So l'chaim to our Jewish friends. So l'chaim indeed. So Passover is today. Good Friday is tomorrow. Easter Sunday is, of course, Sunday. And in Canada, they have Easter Monday. I know a lot of businesses are closed in this country. They call it Easter Monday as well. The last day of Passover is next Thursday. So Passover is an entire week. I do hear about is this Holy Week then? Because don't they have like Yom Kippur? I guess we don't have. I thought Yom Kippur was in there somewhere. Where's that? I'm obviously not Jewish because I don't know. I know that Yom Kippur is in there somewhere. I'm going to look that up. I want everybody to have a good time. So with that, have a beautiful day. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you Easter Monday. Have a great day. And don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.